right, so I'm going to talk about this project that I worked on. We were building this gaming framework for memory games. We had to address the requirements of these game designers. They're used to use scripting languages, and so we basically had to create a way for them to enter all this data that was then consumed by a client-side gaming framework. At the beginning, we were thinking to structure all that in just in database tables, and then we came across JSON Schema. How many of you have already used JSON Schema? Can you raise your hand? Okay, not too many. The guy before me sort of mentioned what JSON Schema is. JSON Schema allows you to write a JSON description of your JSON data format. So our game designer was able to specify what requirement he wanted, and then based on that, we had an interface to sort of help him enter this data. This is a very simple implementation that I've just sort of like tried to do here. So you have a game mode and a frame rate that is inside this form. And this is the Rails application that, sorry, there's actually a Sinatra application that captures that data via the parameter here. And the game logic uses one of the gems available for Ruby. This one is Oxford JSON Schema. There are two of them. The other one is from Google. It doesn't have any documentation. I wouldn't suggest to use it. This one instead is quite up to date. They've actually released the fourth revision of this JSON Schema sort of like open document. JSON Schema is also implemented client-side, so if you want to have that same schema working on your client-side JavaScript, you can use another library for JavaScript that will consume that. And cool, so it's pretty much over. I'll just quickly show you like a real example of this is something this like. So this is a JSON schema that specifies the channels, the game modes of the game, and this is what it looks like. This is called mirror. That's another nice thing that you might want to use if you need to create those sort of like documents. And at the end, it just gives back messages related on the properties that you set as constraints. Oh well, I hope some of you will use it in the future. That's all.